Hello and welcome to episode 40 of the podcast. I'm Michael.
I'm Noy.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown comic books, movies, games, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight.
We are doing episode 2 of Blue Mountain State. Craig loses his promise ring in a stripper. That's the title.
But before we do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow us on Odyssey, Rumble,
Other stuff.
other stuff as well.
There you go.
But let's go ahead and get into this.
So, if you know, Blue Mountain State, the old show back in Spike TV, back when you were allowed to be irreverent without fear of being canceled. I guess there's a difference between being, comedically irreverent and just being hateful and spiteful.
Right.
And nowadays there's a thin line that people keep saying, but it's actually more broad than that. Like you can be, making fun of stuff and not, mean like it to be in a demeaning or harsh way.
I mean, South Park's been doing that for years now.
Right. And they keep trying to cancel them all the time.
They walk that wide line.
So Blue Mountain State was that just really irreverent comedy show
Right.
about the college football team and their football players and pretty much their little exploits throughout the series.
The ones with the Oreos in their ass.
The one with the Oreo race up there, the chocolate cookie. Get this man a jock strap. Gonna have a chocolate cookie race. We have episode 1 on the podcast. You can check that out first. So basically, in this episode, Denise, Craig's girlfriend, everyone knows Craig Shiloh. I guess I'm gonna start talking like you know what the show is, because if I have to explain it every episode, it'll be horrendous. So Craig's girlfriend, he's going out of town to meet her sister, and they're not hooking up at all. Like she wants to be celibate until they're married, and his balls are so fucking heavy, like you can just see the bulge in his fucking just from his fucking jeans. Like you can see it vibrate from the fucking pain of blue balls.
Yes, but she doesn't though. Didn't she hook up with the two?
She hooked up with 2 fucking chicks that the booster set for Craig as a welcoming gift to the college. Like 2 awesome. She tossed them out when they first showed up, and she broke one of their noses. And then at the end of the episode, she had both of them back just for her, having both of them strip in front of her, and she banged both of them while Craig was fucking hauling ass with a chocolate cookie up his asshole. Trying to win a race, so he didn't have to eat it. If he lost a race, he had to eat that chocolate cookie. It was an Oreo, and if you ever had an Oreo between your butt cheeks, it gets real flat. You ever seen a really flat Oreo, just wet and flat? You'll see it there. So she's going out of town, and she's like, it's funny because Craig is like, he follows that line of what she says.
Right.
She says, well, no, I guess not, because here's what happens. Why the fuck did I say that? So no banging, no nothing. So she gives him a promise ring to wear while she's gone that her grandfather owned. So don't you lose this promise ring. And you read the title, or you heard the title, so there you go. So she leaves. It cuts to them being right after the game. They had just won this big game. Fucking Craig got like 222 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns. Like he is like a star athlete. So they all decide to go to a strip club and celebrate their big victory. So they go, and it just fucking they party all night. They party all night. And then they party all night, and then they come out the strip club, and it is like broad daylight outside. It's like, my God, is it morning or is it afternoon, or like is the sun rising or setting? Like it's so bright outside. You'll never know how bright the outside can be until you left like a theater.
Yeah.
Or a strip club or something dark and dim lit. You go outside and it's like a whole different universe. Like you just wake up and all your sins are visible for everyone to see. Like, my God. What have I done? And they're all leaving. They're all fucked up. And Craig's like, oh, he's checking his pockets, checking the fucking wedding ring. Or no, the promise ring. He fucking lost the promise ring. And he tries to go right back to the club. But they immediately, the minute they left, they locked the doors. And they're like, we won't be open until 6 p.m. So he's like, fuck. Like, where could I've lost the promise ring? And then his friend Moran's like, well, where were you keeping your fingers? So he smells his fingers and it smells like perfume and stale cigarette. And he's like, my God, you lost it up a stripper's vagina. So he's like, fuck. Can you imagine just fucking up that bad? That you just lose something up a woman's body part? So he's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to the strip club at 6 p.m. I'm gonna go find this damn wedding ring or this promise ring and everything, because Denise comes back that night. So he's got to pick her up at the airport. So if he goes to the strip club first, gets to this promise ring, all will be well. So they go back to the fucking strip club. And Moran's like, Craig's like, well, how am I gonna find this wedding or this promise ring? Moran's like, I got you covered. And he pulls out a metal detector, one of those fucking wand ones. and Craig's like, are you fucking serious? Like, do you want that promise ring or not? And he grabs the fucking metal detector and he just comes nonchalantly going up the strippers and going up their fucking vagina. And of course, you don't know they can have fucking those piercings and what. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? So, he gets to one stripper and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, I lost my promise ring. I think I lost it up one of these women's vagina. They're trying to be all. He's trying not trying to say it right, and she's like, "Well, up there, pussy." And I'm like, God damn. So she's like, have you tried the lost and found? And he's like, Moran, with the lost and found. And Moran's like, yeah, I knew about the lost and found. I just wanted to use this metal detector and watch you use it first. So they go check the lost and found, and they dump out this whole box of stuff, right? Wallet, cell phone, keys, right? And he's like, you lose it? Like, you pick this stuff up? Where do you find this? Like in the VIP room? The woman's like, no, up our vaginas. It's like, up our pussies. I'm like, God damn, you have a whole fucking cell phone. It's lost up your fucking crack? What the fuck? So they dig around and it's not there. Fucking promise ring is still not there. So earlier in the episode, Sammy, Moran's friend, who's now Craig's friend, he got lent $30 by Craig to get a special VIP treatment with the strippers. And Craig's like, oh, no problem. The less money I have, the less trouble I'll get into. And so Sammy's like, well, you gave me $30, so now I owe you one. So don't you worry, I'm gonna fix everything. And he fucking dips. And then Moran's like, damn it, you'd never give Sammy any money, ever. So Sammy wants to pay back Craig the $30. So what does he do? He decides to stage a fucking robbery at Denise and Craig's fucking dorm room. And he fucking trashes the whole fucking place. He trashes the place, right? To make it seem like the promise ring was stolen.
Right.
Trashes that fucking, steals the TV, his clothes. He puts on the wall $30 paid back in full. You're welcome. I don't know why he decided to write his fucking incriminating. And then he took a dump on the coffee table. And he's like, so Sammy and Moran and Craig and Denise, they all get to the fucking dorm room, and it's all fucking trash. The police are there. And Denise is like, there's fucking shit on the coffee table. And then she starts looking closer and like, is that your promise ring? And you look down, it pans down, and the promise ring is in Sammy's shit. So then you realize that Sammy being at the club, he had eaten out the woman that had the ring up her, and he swallowed it. So he's like, and he ate it, and he without even noting. How the fuck do you eat a how the fuck you drunk son of a bitch? You would have choked on that, but he fucking got.
Or he shoved it up his ass.
No, well, who knows what they get into? No, because he would have had to, he didn't know he had it, and why would the woman put it up his asshole? He had to have eaten it.
That would be
because that's the only thing that would make logical. Because the stripper wouldn't know that she had it up there yet, and while Sammy ate her out, he wouldn't know. There'd be no way he'd just shove it up his ass. That would make no sense. I'm gonna go with the logical one to say that he ate her out, and it just damn girl, it went right back to it. What is that? That's all right. It went right back to town. That's every guy does that. It's a hair, no problem. But get back on that. If you're a true guy, you'll go. She could queef in your face. No, don't worry. Let me get back on it. Let me get some oxygen first. I'll get right back to work.
Bombs your own mouth.
Don't you worry, I'll get right back on it. So, hey man, we men have to be troopers. Let's go. When in doubt, eat her out. So that's how you find. That's how they find them. And Denise makes him put the fucking the promise ring back on, covered in shit. There's a fucking police officer, right? Who's probably seen horrific crime. He's like, like he's about to fucking vomit.
I would too.
So fucking, he didn't even get to clean it. He just put it straight on, covered in shit.
Ew.
Yeah, that's the funniest part.
Didn't watch it.
No, he's just like, and Denise is like, there you go. Don't you ever take that off again. I'll break your fucking fingers. Or she didn't say that, but that's how she fucking imbues her energy.
Yeah.
So that's Craig's story. That's the main storyline of the episode. So we have the B plot is Moran is at the fucking park in the dormitory, the quad, I guess they call it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've never been to college. I'm a loser. And
hey, look at the bright side. You at least don't owe $100,000. So
well, yeah, there is a bright side.
You gotta look at the silver lining.
And he sees this girl walking, and he just like it just hits him, right? Like every guy you see, we all have our types, right? Mm-hmm. You don't know why. And you're just like, that's the one right there. I don't know why. Like it could be like you could have a drop 10 model, right? Like she's a 10, they say in the fucking world. And you're like, you just see past her,
right?
To the nerdy girl with glasses. Like that girl's got some glasses on, God, and her fucking hairs, and that one strand of hair's coming down her. Oh. Like every guy, right?
There's a one.
We're not a one. It's just like
No, there is. It's a type. Like there's that one thing that draws you in.
Yeah, like, but it could be any type of girl. Mm-hmm. Like she could be a redhead or blonde, mm-hmm. whatever. It's just like something about like you just feel it, right? Damn, I need to get laid. Anyway, so he sees a chick and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he goes up to talk to her, right? And fucking lo and behold, Thad, the fucking linebacker, who's like the kind of like the bully of the team, but he's so funny that you love him.
Yeah,
he's like, "Stay away from that's my half sister, Moran. You stay the hell away from her." Like it says his half sister. Alma from Bosnia. Like when his dad was in Bosnia, he had an affair and he had a half sister. Like his dad's a war hero in Bosnia. I think that's supposed to be some jab at some war crimes or something. I don't know, but he's got a half sister named Alma, and Moran's like all about that because it's dad's half sister. And Moran and dad's like, "You stay away from my sister, or you won't get to live to regret it." So he tries to keep him apart, but Moran is able to get her phone number on his phone, and he said that we can hang out on Saturday. She's like, "Yeah, Saturday." She doesn't speak English. She barely, like, whatever words barely come out of her mouth. And he invites her to the strip club that Saturday night where they're all at after the game.
Yeah.
And Thad is a regular at that strip club. He goes in, he passes the whole line. He doesn't have to wait in line. He knows the fucking bouncer. Like, "What's up, T?" And "What's up, Dad? Come on in." And look, there's no table at the stage, right? They all put a table there. The fucking workers when Dad gets there. Like as he's walking toward it, they're fucking setting the table up. He knows all the strippers' name. He's a fucking like, how's it going, Lotus, Chrysler, Leela, Chardonnay, Sable, Absinthe, Tolerance, Nutmeg. What's up, Trixie? Like everything. I'm like, God dang. So the sad thing is, so Alma comes in and Dad's like, "Alma, no. Look, what the hell you doing, Moran? You can't put in this disgusting place of filth." Just going off, and he fucking takes his sister away. It's like, "We're leaving, Alma." Bad. He talks to her like a fucking an animal, like a dog. Yeah. So Dad flips out, takes his sister away, and the next day, during practice, right before Craig was supposed to go back to check the look for his promise ring, Moran sees Alma again sitting by at the bench. He goes up and he wants to apologize for taking her to the strip club. But she's like, she wants to go back to the strip club again. Like she's like, "You want to go to the strip club?" And she's like, "Yeah, strip club." And so he's like, "All right." And then fucking Dad from across the fucking field's like, "Alma, no, dirty, no." Trying his hardest to keep him away from Moran. So they go back to the strip club, and while Moran, Craig, and Sammy were looking for the promise ring, she fucking gets up and dances. Now she's making money, and Moran's like, "Well, I fucked that one up. Fuck." So she's now a stripper at that strip club. So then Thad comes in to again that night, right? To his usual doings.
Yeah.
And when he gets there, he sees the new girl wearing a wig. And he's like, "Oh, who's the new girl? I got a boner already. Come on, girl, give me a lap dance." And of course, she turns around and is Alma. And I was like, Thad's like fucking has a heart attack. And he's like, "Damn it, Moran, this is Moran's fault." So he fucking bolts out of the fucking strip club, and he goes to look for Moran at his dorm. He's like, "Open up the door, the door, Moran. I know you're in there." And he kicks it in, right? And he just walks in, but Moran's at the fucking burglary at Craig's. So then the cops get a fucking call saying there's another burglary at 107, and Moran and Sam are like, "Wait, that's our dorm room." So they go back to the door. They're walking the hallway to go back. It's in the same building to go to their dorm. And then Thad runs past the two cops, Sammy and Moran. And he walks past Moran's like, "You don't mess with the man's family, Moran. Sucky." And he fucking leaves. And they go to the dorm room. Their dorm room is trash. Not only is it trash, he took a shit on the coffee table.
The same time.
Yeah, he took that. It's like, Sammy's like, "That's a copycat burglar for sure." So I'm surprised he didn't beat his ass, but he's like twice his size. That is a massive man. And instead he just wrecked his fucking little apartment room, and he took a dump. Everyone's like ready to take a dump, like immediately on a coffee table.
And just on command.
Yeah, like I couldn't take a shit on command, or could I? So that was the B plot of Blue Mountain State. Just Moran ruined a woman's. Well, I guess I don't want to say he ruined her life. Like if she wants to be a stripper, by all means, they make a fucking $1 billion practice. They make a lot of money. I wish I could be a stripper. Like who wants it, ladies? I got it all.
It'd be like Fluffy.
The law says you cannot touch, but I see a lot of lawbreakers out there. That's from Magic Mike. Yes, I've seen Magic Mike. The law says you cannot touch, but I see a lot of lawbreakers out there. I love that line. I told you I'm a dialogue whore. I love me some good dialogue.
And the sad thing is, I can tell just by the voice who it is.
Who do you think it is?
Matthew McConaughey.
Got it, yeah. I see a lot of lawbreakers out there. I wish that was my ringtone. I see a lot of lawbreakers out there.
It's sad that he's got such a unique voice, like a speaking pattern. It's like
you just know it instantly.
It's like you can never see a movie and just know who it is.
Oh, that's a good movie. A lot of men dancing though. It's not my thing, but I don't mind. It's all the same to me. So that is episode 2 of Blue Mountain State. Don't you worry, I'll be doing more of these episodes.
It sounds extremely hilarious.
Episode 3 is called Pocket Pussy. There you go. There you go. You'll know eventually what the fuck happens on that. It is fucking horrific what happens. By the way, I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. All of you? Every single one of you, huh? You'll know what I mean. I'll do it next week.
Cool.
Fucking nasty motherfucker. It was that's the episode that turned to me that's the episode that hit the stride.
Yeah.
Like that's when you knew it was a hit. Was episode 3. First the title.
Yeah.
And then what happened, and then you're like, man, you nasty sons of bitches. The same one, you sick motherfuckers.
See, the thing is that before this, I had never even heard of it.
It's a gem.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, especially on Tubi. Mm-hmm. There's just I once saw an adult video with all the good bits cut out, so it was like 40 minutes long, and I'm like, this is really this doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Like they cut out all the good stuff, right? And you're just sitting there like, this plot is real weak for some reason. And I like halfway through, I'm like, wait a minute, this is an adult movie, isn't it? Like one of those softcore ones, right? Yeah. It was so short I think they combined two different. They one like it was like sci-fi, right? It's like sci-fi stuff. Like, oh, we crash landed on this planet. We have to figure out how to evade the evil empress from a different galactic empire, right?
Yeah. And
then the other one, this chick's trying to figure out this how to make better dildos, and they never intersected. But the lines keep cutting into each other. The scenes. I'm like, this is two different fucking softcore movies they put together with no adult content. So I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? There's nothing happening. Why are these the two characters, the characters from each different movie never intersected? So they was two different movies, like legit. And I'm like, why did you, what is it? What? I'm like, what? It's like if it was a cowboy and a fucking modern movie.
Yeah.
Like in one movie they're riding horses, and then they cuts to some person like going to work in a car, and then it goes back to them in the fucking in the west, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes back to like her going to the office, and then it goes back to them having a shootout. You're like, what the fuck is happening?
The sex parts tied together.
No, I don't know. Maybe actually they took them all out. You will find them. They are infinitely funny when there's no actual adult stuff. You're like, oh, this is because you don't. There's nothing you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
You're watching for it for what it is, and it's like this is mildly entertaining.
You're gonna have to do a couple of episodes sometime where it's like this was the plot without the sex.
Yeah, and some of them are real bad. You can just tell like this was just it was set up for that.
Yeah.
But and they're all on Tubi is where I've seen them, and I'm like, man, they're real odd without the other stuff. Like there's nowhere to go with them is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they just go to that one point. Every scene is for the adult stuff
because most people are done after that.
Yeah, so I'm just like watching like an hour of like nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? How did? And like, there's no nudity either. So you're just like, man, this is boring. Where's the teddies at?
Yeah,
they're funny though.
Yeah.
Especially that one I just talked about, because it is two different fucking softcore movies, and they fucking put them together because they're both too short apparently, and they don't make any fucking sense. They do not. If you've ever wanted to see a movie not make any 100% no sense, it is that one. It's like it does not make any sense.
And it's bothering you.
One is sci-fi, and one is like slice of life, and I'm like they don't intersect at all. Because it's like there's two actual different movies. Why did he put two movies in one movie?
Originally, it was a box set.
I guess. It's driving me fucking crazy. It's like called Femalien or something. Yeah, Femalien.
Okay.
Femalien Starlight Saga. It's got the adult star Kira Noir on the cover. She's like, bam, looking sexy as fuck. But in the movie, she's like from back when she first started. So she's changed a bit. You know, they get more attractive when they have more confidence, I would say. You end up on camera enough. You have to, you start realizing what you need to work on.
Yeah.
To look better.
Yeah.
You don't want to look worse. Like crack cocaine got me.
There's been a couple of actors though where it's like they just kind of went downhill.
Oh, well, I don't know. Like, it'd be hard to I don't know. I don't want to body shame anybody.
I will.
I don't feel that well about doing it to people.
Just tell me the name secretly. I'll tell everybody.
No, it's not nobody actually. I'm just saying I don't want to body shame at all. Like if
hey, fat people like myself, we know we're fat. Okay.
Man, when you roll your R's like you're bacon biscuits, you can tell we're fat.
When you got them beaters,
I want me a big piece of banana bread.
your jowls just move.
I'm so fat I can't even tie my shoelaces. I can't bend over anymore. I gotta wear them slip-on.
It's got to be the kind that you slide into too.
And if they move even a little bit, I'm fucked for the whole day. I gotta wear sandals. No, but I always like to respect people's bodies, so I never say anything mean.
As a fellow fat, I can talk about fat. We're good.
But I'm just saying that you can tell the adults. I guess it's how much of a pervert I am. From her early days to her now, I've seen every single one of her scenes. But no, I just know her from movie.
But you're gonna be doing these more in the future.
Blue Mountain State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole series.
Cool.
little by little, like all South Park, Blue Mountain State. I like to make sure I finish everything.
Yeah.
Inuyasha. The last one I did on that one is horrendous. I gotta do the one again that got cut short.
Yeah, because we didn't finish that.
Well, what was my favorite line of his? My name is Eula. I'm nobody's bitch. You are mine. My name is Eula. I'm nobody's bitch. You. Jet Li has always had like a decent English or English talking. English. What's the word to define it?
Alliteration.
Just an English vocabulary, I guess. Like you understand what he's saying. You
Right.
like Jackie Chan, right? But when he delivered a serviceable English talking, I guess it's not the best way to say it. I gotta build up my vocabulary. But that line from the one is his greatest line of any movie because it sounded like he
felt it.
It felt real. Like I'm nobody's bitch. Like I'm nobody's bitch. I'm like, that came out of like an Oscar-winning actor. I'm nobody's bitch.
It came from a true place.
Yeah. My name is Yula. I'm nobody's bitch. Like it's like it rolls off with such a good accent for like it doesn't even sound like it's Jet Li.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, Jet Li, you're nobody's bitch.
He's been telling this bit to people for years.
Because like, you hear him in other movies, right? And like they always have like a more like a shy talking because of it's not as, but like, man, he delivered that shit like it was fucking
From the gut.
yeah. So every once in a while, I just be like, I'm nobody's bitch. It's like a dog or something. The dog's like, fuck, you ain't nobody's bitch, yo. I'll be freaked out, like, oh, fuck.
So that the homeless person on the corner, it's like, I'm nobody's bitch.
And he's like, you are mine. And I'm like, oh, you know the movie too. And then he's like, I lived it. And he fucking dragged me to the fucking alley and throws me through a portal. I'm like, oh my God. He is the one. That sure turned around. What were you talking about?
Blue Mountain State.
Oh yeah, give me a hell, give me a yeah. That's the theme song.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be checking it out, or I'll be next week is another one, and then probably move to something else.
Yeah.
Come back to do it here and there.
Cool. All right. Anything else to add before we head on out?
Hey Kira Noor, can you tell us why those two movies are mashed together like that? I would actually love to know. Because in a storyteller perspective, it is driving me in fucking insane. I wake up at night like it's not the same movies. I would really love to know why.
Hey, if anybody knows, Knights of Entertainment Podcast at gmail.com.
Well, specifically Kira Noir. Nah. I don't want to be those fucking creeps that always try to hit on porn stars. They are real people. They don't just want to bang you just cuz. Come on now.
Just because you see their everything about them.
Yeah, does not mean they're not fully fleshed out human beings. They're, always be respectful.
All right. And with that,
I wouldn't show my booty hole out there. That's a lot of respect for me. No one wants to see this. Look at this. Look, I'm so free. No one wants to see this. I just fucking break down.
you start crying. Post the breakdown on OnlyFans.
With my 0 followers. Only my mom follows me on OnlyFans, and that'd be creepy as fuck.
She did just for sympathy.
Oh god, that'd be gross. Well, that's that.
Cool. All right. We will see you guys on the next one.
Pocket pussy.